Hello, I'm John Bird, and it is my pleasure to serve as Government Affairs Manager for MAPS and Federal Government Affairs Consultant to the National Society of Professional Surveyors, NSPS. Did you know that more than half of all Americans, nearly 153 million people, currently live on or near a coast? And an additional 12 million are expected to move to the coast over the next decade. Despite this population density and economic magnet, much of the 95,000 miles of U.S. shoreline does not have current accurate maps and geospatial information. Moreover, much of what does exist predates the 1970s. Given recent natural disasters along our coastlines, including Hurricanes Sandy and Katrina, and the need to monitor sea level rise, the need for spatial data on our coasts is critical to emergency preparedness, emergency response, coastal assessments, conservation, and economic growth. As supporters of the Digital Coast Project and the Digital Coast Partnership, MAPS, NSPS, and the partnership are encouraged by the next step in developing a sustainable program to utilize geospatial technologies. Senator Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin will introduce the Senate version of the Digital Coast Act on June 12th. The Digital Coast Act is a critical step in assuring a coordinated and comprehensive national mapping effort for coastal, state, and territorial waters of the United States. Senator Baldwin's introduction of the Digital Coast Act in the Senate will support a bipartisan effort started by Representatives Dutch Ruppersberger of Maryland and Don Young of Alaska, who have sponsored the Digital Coast Act, H.R. 1382, in the House. Members of MAPS, NSPS, and the geospatial community are encouraged to email and call your senators today and ask them to join Senator Baldwin by co-sponsoring the Digital Coast Act in the Senate. This is yet another issue that unites every segment of the geospatial profession, from public to private sector. When you contact your senators, mention how better coastal data will benefit your firm, organization, agency, or local community. Remember, all politics is local. Please call or email your senators today and ask them to join Senator Baldwin by co-sponsoring the Digital Coast Act in the Senate. I'm John Bird with the Legislative Alert.